Well, this entertainment mecca opened back in 2009. It seats 80,000 but has a standing room capacity north of 100K, and we are pushing that today at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Lamb will go in motion. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah!
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Prescott to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Yeah! There we go!
Lamb will go in motion. Prescott down. This one swung out to Williams. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Throwing. Prescott. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
4th down. Prescott. He'll try to do it himself. They're looking for Lamb, but It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bears use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The first carry now. This is Williams. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Here's Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. That one goes for 24 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Yeah! There we go!
To throw is Prescott. Connecting with a running back, Javonte Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Javonte Williams, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try.
The Cowboys will line up for the two-point.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
Bears 7, Cowboys 6.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Bears. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
Bears 14, Cowboys 6.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Prescott. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! 26.
Now Prescott. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Yeah, here we go! 26.
Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
Cowboys, first down.
Yeah!
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
26.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Lamb in motion left.
26.
Now Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there of 22.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Yeah! Here we go! 26.
On first down, it's Blue. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try.
The Cowboys will line up for the two-point.
They'll try and throw for it. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed two-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Donovan Wilson on the coverage.
To throw, Williams. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Looking to throw is Williams. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Open man down the field, that's Burden. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Vegas, Vegas, what is it up?
Williams going to look to throw again. That's to Moore. He's got it. Touchdown, Bears.
DJ Moore. Touchdown.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a give up the middle to Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 34-yard line.
Yeah, here we go.
In motion comes the tight end left. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Pass incomplete. George Pickens, his intended receiver there, and it's 3rd down.
Kyler Gordon on the coverage.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Yeah! All right, everybody, kill!
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he is caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And this this will be caught as they convert here for 2. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push into a 1-point lead, and it just changes the complexion of the whole game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To the air, Williams. That's caught left side, Burden. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing again here, Williams. That's complete. Romadunze. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
13 more yards. That's another Bears first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Bears will line up.
Williams going to throw for it. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 3.
Yeah!
Prescott to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And past the 30 down to about the 27.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift, 14 yards. And the Bears get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out.